Hey guys, let's play a game I haven't played in over 10 years. Let's play Gunbound. This is a very old school online game that I used to play a lot during my high school days, originally developed by a South Korean developer company. But now they make a different version of Gunbound, so if you want to play the old original version, which was there like back in 2002, 2003, 2004, back when I played, you had to go to gunbound.ca, which is actually maintained by an independent developer. But you can still go to gunbound.ca, download the client, and then you get the original game as it was 10 years ago, which is really cool. It really makes me nostalgic. I haven't played this game for a long time. But yeah, this is exactly what it was back then. This was back in the days before Facebook, where you just met random people online in chat rooms and stuff. And that's how you met people, basically, just from chat rooms. And one of the addictive parts of this game is that you can customize your character a lot. So being an online game, basically you try to play against other people, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of different avatars and items that you can buy, either with gold, which is the in-game currency which you get after each game, or with cash, like real life physical cash that you have to pay. And each of these avatars give your character different effects, and I can go with these more in detail, but basically you can upgrade your character with like more attack, more health, more defense, your shield regeneration time, your popularity, which is how much gold you can earn. You can increase all these stats based on the avatar that you have, and that's part of the appeal of the game, is that there's so many avatars and you just keep wanting to play more so you can get more items and like more powerful items. I mean, there's a lot of customization here, so it's pretty cool. There's even some like only for girls, only for guys. You can see like there's male, there's also female specific items, and some of these, like, yeah, it's pretty interesting and creative what they come up with here. But yeah, this is one of the biggest appeals of this game, is there's just a lot of customization. And I'm going to create a room just to show you like the different settings if you've never played Gunbound before. Let's say like 3 versus 3. This can be up to 4 versus 4, so up to 8 players can play in one game. But basically, everyone chooses a different machine or animal called a mobile. And this being an online game, the purpose of this game is to destroy your other team. So everyone plays on one team, and you have 2 teams. So the purpose is to destroy the opposing team, and you can do that with these different mobiles. So each of these mobiles have different weapons and different special effects, basically. So some are better for beginners, some are better for pros, but they all play and handle very differently. Like Armor Mobile, I don't really use this one, but Mage Mobile is generally very good for beginners. The Knack machine has a shot that goes underground, which is pretty cool. Trico and Bigfoot are usually used by beginners. Boomer is a very hard mobile to use, but it does a lot of damage if you know how to play it correctly. Rayon Launcher, again, Lightning, I haven't seen these much in games, but they're used sometimes. JD is used for bunging, which is basically make your opponent fall off the map. ASOD is a laser mobile. Ice and Turtle is similar. They just have different kinds of shots, like ice shots and water shots. Grub has a bouncy shot that's like a ball that rolls along the ground. And Aduka is powered by a weather effect called Thor. So each of these different maps that you can select has different settings. Like you can select one side of the map, the other side of the map. You can choose like the sudden death, rounds until sudden death, and they have different weather effects which affect the gameplay. You can see this later on when we actually go to play a game. But yeah, each map has its own like weather effects and different settings, which is cool. And everyone also gets these different upgrades. You can choose which upgrades that players can use. The one I use the most is called the Dual Shot, which allows you to fire the same weapon twice in a row. So all these mobiles have different weapons. All of them have 2 different kinds of shots and 1 special shot, and all of them have different effects. So it's actually a lot of strategy to use the right mobile and to choose which effect to use at what time. So this guy just came in with pretty interesting avatar. But yeah, let's just start a game and see. I'll show you guys how it works. We'll choose this one's a 2 out of 4, so they need one more player after I join. So I'm gonna load up my slots of duels. It's the only thing I can choose anyway. I'm gonna choose a mage because that's a pretty beginner-friendly mobile, and I haven't played this game for a long time. So it's been a while, so I'm gonna choose a pretty beginner machine here. See if I can get back to my old levels of skill. Alright, so I'm just waiting for one guy to ready up here. Say ready up. For this girl to ready up. And you see these little icons beside our names. They represent our rank. The more you play, the more experience you get and the higher rank you get. You start off as a chick, which is the lowest rank. Ooh, I got kicked for some reason. And I don't know why, because I readied up. Maybe it had to be random or something. Sometimes players have different rules on each room. Okay. Like this one's only a Duca because they power up the Thor weather effect. Let's see, I don't know what this one is. Okay, I'm gonna ready up. So I usually have to wait until a guy comes in that doesn't lag and, you know, make sure they're not AFK, make sure they're at their computer, especially the room host. This is important. So these different avatars all have different effects, right? Like they have different attacks and they increase your defense and those kind of things, but it depends on what server you play. Like I'm playing on the noob server, or like the first 2 servers, the only stat that matters is the popularity stat, which basically gives you more money. All the other stats, like the attack and defense, they apply to other servers that are like avatar effects on. The reason they separate that is so that newcomers and beginners, they don't die like so easily by professionals that have all these powered up avatars. And I think that's a very good idea, because these guys are pretty powerful. Looks like they have a lot of avatar effects. So if I was playing in that avatar like on server, then these guys would probably do a lot of damage to me. And I wouldn't be able to really. It wouldn't really be fair, you know, because I'm just a beginner. And yeah, this is how the game is. So the game has these different weather effects that happen all the time. Like first of all, it's wind. Wind is it affects gameplay a lot, because if the wind is against you, you have to use more power for your shot. If it's towards you, then you do less power towards your shot. Yeah, and the players on your team is, you know, their name is in white. The ones on the opposing team are in red, so you try to destroy the ones on the opposing team. It's a pretty good shot. Now there's 2 hurricanes. I needed more skill to go through these hurricanes. And each mobile has 3 different kinds of shots. They have shot 1, shot 2, and a super special shot. The reason these shots are different is because the shot 2 and the super special shots are more powerful. Shot 1 is the least powerful, and then shot 2 is more powerful, and then the super special shot is the most powerful. But you wouldn't want to use those all the time because it increases your delay. And your delay is how long it will take until your next turn. So if you have a big delay, then that's obviously not good, because you had to wait a longer time until you attack again. So generally, to get my shot right, to make sure I'm accurate, I use shot 1, that has the least delay, and then I use shot 2 for more power. And the SS shot only comes around a couple of turns. Oh, my partner died already? That's not good. Yeah, the SS shot only comes around a couple of turns, so I would really conserve that shot, and that one has a pretty big delay as well. Okay, I was pretty off on that one. So right now these are the different weather effects that's shown up here. Each map has its own weather effects. This is the wind, so each time this symbol comes on, the wind changes, which changes the gameplay and affects different mobiles differently. It will affect Boomer a lot, but probably wouldn't affect me as much. It would still affect me though, depending on how big it is. So that green laser that came out is called Thor. So this is a very special weather effect that adds additional damage to my shot. It adds a green laser. So every mobile basically can do more damage with Thor on, so he did a lot of damage to me. Probably gonna die from this. And depending on what kind of shot you can get more gold. So if you do a lot of damage, like a good shot, you get 30 gold. Or if you do like a shot through a hurricane, you get more gold from it. Which of course will let you buy more powerful avatars. And this black hole weather effect basically locks down your items, so you can't use any items. Alright. Oh, that was a pretty good shot. I didn't know how accurate that was going to be. So yeah, I can choose to use one of these dual shot for my shot effects to upgrade my shot. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my shot 2. You should really only do this if you're reasonably confident that your shot will hit, because using an effect will increase your delay. So you increase the amount of time that you have until your next turn. So, and plus you have a limited amount of shot effects. So just like the SS shot, you wouldn't use it unless you were really accurate about your shot. And in that case, I was okay. I mean, I hit him not head on, but I still hit him. So see, he gets to go again because I used my effect to increase my delay by a lot. And the thing is, this particular mobile has a shield as well. So there's 2 parts to my mobile. Like I have a health bar, which is my green health, and I have a little blue health bar as well, which is my shield. My shield will regenerate over time. There's also avatar effects that can increase your shield regeneration time. I'm not doing bad for considering that I haven't played in like 10 years. And this is like one of my first games in over 10 years. And he's using his special. See, that's the special of his... Ooh, I almost died. So this is, that's his special attack from his mobile. And I can choose to use mine, but I just want to make sure I can still hit him, which is good. Ooh, and my partner can still drop stuff on him. Yep, so we won. So because... my partner, even if after you die, you can still drop stuff on people, but it depends because they don't do very much damage, and the mobile still has to be there. So whatever you choose your spot to drop on, you have to make sure the guy didn't move. You can still hit him. But anyways, that's Gunbound. That's basically Gunbound. I'll play more games. We'll choose a different mobile this time. JD, it's good for bunging. Yeah, choose a JD, why not? So you'll notice that when you destroy the environment, like the environment is destructible, this effect is called bunging. Just big enough to... It's actually one of the strategies is to, once you make a person fall off the map, it counts as you killing him. And that's why some avatar effects give you more bunge power. For bunge, like my JD, for example. That's one of the Boomer's special techniques, is the back shot, which Boomer is very good at, and you can get extra money from that shot because it's considered a difficult shot. Okay, so I had to say my name there, otherwise I couldn't move. But yeah, pretty fun game to play, it gets pretty addictive. You know, you can meet random people online just like the old days while beating up their asses.